My name is Nevine. I'm the founder and CEO of Playdate, which is the UK's first dating app for single parents. Now, I know today's speaking sessions were more about, getting through divorce, and that's why we're here. But I want to end the day on a bit of a fun, light note. Just to carry on that positive mindset that life doesn't end at divorce. There is life and joy and love and fun that can come after divorce. It's not the end of your journey, and life does go on. I particularly really enjoyed Tom Nash's speech earlier about blended families, and Playdate is really about supporting the creation of blended families. So I don't have a presentation, so you'll have to look at my face. I'm a divorced single parent myself, so this idea came about during lockdown. I have three other jobs. One of them being an event organizer, which is why we're here. And I've always had this idea about creating a dating app just for single parents. And that's because after my divorce, I found it really daunting as a parent to really get on these dating apps. So with your Tinders and Bumbles, the swiping left and right, there's the anxiety that comes with, what will they say when they hear I have kids? They worry about, that's too much commitment, or there must be an ex-partner, or there's too much drama. So I tended to not use any of those dating apps, although my friends repeatedly tried to get me on them. I was just kind of, not for me. So during lockdown, prior to lockdown, I met a single dad at a birthday party. And we got to talking, and we had started a relationship. And he told me, he's like, I've been looking for a single mom. It's really hard to find someone that understands what being a parent means. And I thought to myself, well, bingo, we need to create an app for single parents, just to level the playing field. So just a few statistics, there are a little under 3 million single parents in the UK, and there are over 1,400 dating apps and sites, which is a lot. So when I created Playdate, I wanted to make it really niche and specific to single parents, because there's a shared experience and a shared understanding that comes with being a single parent. So it's kind of having a short list of people that are all probably potential, and they can kind of tick off the list that, okay, they're a parent. So what does being a parent mean? You're responsible. You understand the value of children, having children. And you'll always put your children first, and that was very, very important to me. My son will always come first, before any man, woman, animal, whatever you like. So I created Playdate, and from that, it really tackles 3 challenges that most single parents face. Time, criteria, and being spontaneous. Time, you don't really have much time for yourself. So I don't have a live-in nanny. I drop my son off at school. I go run a business. I come back, I have to put food on the table, etc. Is there any time? The free time I get is most probably in the evenings when I end up working or catching up on things I haven't had time. Admin, paying bills, what have you. So as some single parents have a great ex-partner that's supportive and helps out with the kids, not everyone is that lucky. So what do you have to lose? Moving on. When is it too soon to start dating again? And that's a question many people often ask me. And there's no right or wrong answer to this. For me personally, I started dating about 6 to 8 months after my divorce. Some people might think that's too soon, but I was actually checked out of my marriage for about 2 years before that. So I was emotionally detached from a relationship. So I felt I had already moved on while I was still in the marriage, if that makes sense. So there's no really right or wrong answer to this. The other issue is criteria. So you're quite specific about what you want. So most single parents, whether you're widowed, separated, a solo parent, there was a relationship gone wrong. So you have created a child, or more than one child with a person that you're no longer with. So there's trauma attached to that. So whether you were with a very narcissistic ex, or you were the one that maybe possibly cheated or fell in love with someone else, there's trauma attached to a past relationship. So it's very important when you go on to date someone else that you put that behind you, and that person that you're about to potentially date or partner with, they understand, they've been there, they know, they have an ex too, or they're widowed too, or they've become solo parents themselves. So I think, you know, that's for me, and it's so nice to see. We launched in April last year. We have around 3,000 users. And you know what? You have nothing to lose. Even if you don't find a partner, you'll find a friend. Or you'll find someone that has that shared experience, which I think is really important. And yeah, I mean, that's basically it. And that's why I'm here. I just want to add a positive light to probably the second most stressful and traumatic thing that anyone would go through. I've been there myself, and I know it's not easy. But there is light at the end of the tunnel, and you can find love again easily. So thank you very much. And if you have any questions for me, please go ahead.